3 sedans. All under $15,000. All sitting on dealer lots right now collecting dust because buyers are too busy overpaying for SUVs to notice them. If you're looking for cheap used sedans that actually last, these 3 are the ones I'd put my own money on. I've worked on all of them. 2 of them I've seen go past 200,000 miles without a single major repair. 20 years of shop work taught me which cars make money for mechanics and which ones don't. These 3 don't. And the car at number 1 on this list scored a 90 out of 100 on dependability. 90. In a segment where 70 is considered good. Most people have never heard of it. Stick around. Number 3. Ford Fusion 2.5L. This car costs less than a decent mountain bike on some lots right now. $7,000 to $10,000 for a sedan with a timing chain engine that routinely hits 250,000 miles. That's the Ford Fusion with a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. Now here's the part nobody talks about. That 2.5-liter engine in the Fusion is not a Ford engine. It's derived from the Mazda L series motor. Ford and Mazda were partners when this thing was designed. It's a naturally aspirated, dual overhead cam, timing chain motor with port fuel injection. No turbo. No direct injection carbon buildup. No high-pressure fuel pump to fail. It just runs. And that distinction matters because Ford also put EcoBoost turbocharged engines in the Fusion. The 1.5-liter and the 2.0-liter. Those engines have a well-documented history of coolant leaking into the cylinders and cracking the block. That's a scrap-the-engine problem. The 2.5 has none of that. Different engine family entirely. I had a 2016 Fusion SE come through the shop last spring. 2.5-liter, 143,000 miles. The owner bought it at $92,000, never did anything beyond oil changes and brakes. The engine was clean. The compression was perfect. He wanted me to find something wrong with it so he'd have an excuse to buy a truck. I couldn't. That motor was barely getting started. RepairPal puts the Fusion at $581 a year in average maintenance. That's less than the industry average for any car, period. The 2.5-liter specifically sits at the low end of that number because there's no turbo hardware to service, no intercooler, no wastegate, no high-pressure fuel system. Here's what you need to know before you buy one. The 6-speed automatic in this car, the 6F35, has a documented history of shift hesitation. You might feel a delay or a lurch when it's cold, especially in the 2013 to 2015 models. Ford issued software updates that helped. But if the previous owner never changed the transmission fluid, that 6-speed will get worse over time. That's where your paper towel test comes in. If the fluid is brown, walk away. If it's pink and the shifts feel smooth on the test drive, you're in good shape. And this is critical. Ford issued a brake hose recall on over 1.2 million Fusions and Lincoln MKZs. The front brake hose can rupture and leak fluid. There's also a shifter cable bushing recall on the 2013 to 2016 models where the car can roll away even when you think it's in park. Both are free fixes at any Ford dealer. But you need to run the VIN through NHTSA before you buy. If those recalls aren't completed, either get them done or use it as a negotiating tool. Who should buy this car? Buy the Fusion 2.5 if you want the cheapest reliable transportation on 4 wheels. You're buying groceries and commuting, not impressing anyone. You want parts that cost nothing from any auto parts store in the country. And you're keeping it past 200,000 miles. Walk away if you need power. 175 horsepower in a 3,400-pound sedan is adequate, not fast. Walk away if you can't verify the recalls are closed. And walk away if the transmission fluid looks like coffee. The Fusion 2.5 is the car nobody brags about owning and nobody regrets buying. That's the best kind of car there is. Mechanics' verdict. My verdict: verify the recalls, check the transmission fluid, and you've got a 250,000-mile sedan for the price of a used ATV. That was the budget pick. The next car on this list costs a little more but gives you something the Fusion can't touch. 310 horsepower, a cabin quieter than some luxury cars, and a depreciation curve that makes it one of the best deals in the entire used car market right now. Nobody sees this one coming. Number 2, Buick LaCrosse 2017 to 2019. A full-size luxury sedan with a 310 horsepower V6, leather everything, and a ride so quiet you forget you're driving. Under $15,000. That's the Buick LaCrosse, and the reason it's this cheap has nothing to do with how it's built. Shop story. A customer brought in a 2018 LaCrosse last fall. 68,000 miles, single owner, all service records from the Buick dealer. I inspected it expecting to find GM gremlins. Electrical issues. Cheap interior pieces breaking. Something. The car was tight. No rattles. Engine ran like it had 30,000 miles on it. The owner was selling it to buy an Enclave because she wanted to sit higher. I almost bought it myself. The third-generation LaCrosse sits on GM's E2XX platform. The 3.6-liter LGX V6 is a direct-injection motor with variable valve timing, cylinder deactivation, and stop-start. 310 horsepower, 282 pound-feet of torque. It pairs with a 9-speed automatic on V6 models. There's also a 2.5-liter mild hybrid with a 6-speed if you want better fuel economy, and that one gets up to 35 miles per gallon on the highway. Now, the 3.6 V6 has a history that scares people. The older versions of this engine, the LY7 and the LLT from roughly 2005 to 2013, had well-documented timing chain stretch problems. Codes P0008, P0009. $2,000 to $4,000 repair. That reputation follows the engine around like a criminal record. But the LGX version in the 2017 to 2019 LaCrosse is a different motor. GM redesigned the chain tensioners, updated the oil spec to Dexos synthetic, and tightened the tolerances. With proper oil changes on schedule, timing chain stretch on the LGX is rare. Not impossible. Rare. The Buick LaCrosse is a $45,000 car selling for $12,000. That's not a deal. That's a market failure, and you should be exploiting it. Here's the catch. Direct injection means carbon builds up on the intake valves because there's no fuel washing over them to keep them clean. Over time, you can get cold start misfires, rough idle, and a check engine light. The fix is a walnut blast cleaning. Cost is $300 to $500, and you should plan on doing it every 60 to 70,000 miles. That's the maintenance tax on direct injection. Every DI engine has it. The LaCrosse is no different. But if you budget for it, the rest of this car is remarkably solid. The dollar damage. RepairPal puts the LaCrosse at $569 a year in average repair costs. That's below the industry average. J.D. Power gave the 2019 model year a 90 out of 100 on quality and reliability. And in the 2025 J.D. Power dependability study, Buick ranked highest among all mass-market brands. Higher than Toyota. Higher than Honda. The 2018 LaCrosse has a fuel pump recall where the high-pressure pump can detach from its mount and damage the fuel line. That's a fire risk. There's also a rear brake caliper recall on 2018 and 2019 models. Both are free fixes. Run the VIN. Real quick. The kind of information I'm giving you right now is the same stuff I charge $150 an hour for in the shop. I put one of these out every week. Subscribe and you get it for free. That's the deal. Who should buy this car? Buy the LaCrosse if you want a full-size sedan that rides like something twice the price. You're done chasing badges and you want comfort, space, and quiet. You want a V6 with actual power and you're willing to do the walnut blast maintenance on the direct injection system. And you like the idea of buying a car that lost half its value to depreciation while keeping all of its engineering. Walk away if you want something that handles. The LaCrosse steers like a cloud. Some people love that. Some people hate it. Walk away if you need the latest tech ecosystem. The IntelliLink infotainment works fine, but it's not CarPlay native on all trims. And walk away if you can't confirm oil change history, because the 3.6 needs its Dexos synthetic on time, every time. Mechanics verdict. My verdict. The LaCrosse is the car smart money buys when everyone else is chasing a Lexus ES at twice the price for the same level of comfort. Alright, 2 down. You've seen the budget king and the luxury sleeper. The car at number 1 is the one I'd hand the keys to if someone I cared about asked me what to buy. Before I reveal it, drop your guess in the comments. Let's see who gets it right. Number 1. Mazda 6 2015 to 2017. Number 1. This is the sedan I recommend more than any other car in its price range. Under $15,000, timing chain engine, conventional 6-speed automatic, and a chassis that makes a Camry feel like a hospital bed. The Mazda 6. I've worked on these for years. The Skyactiv 2.5 is one of the most straightforward engines I see. No turbo on the 2015 to 2017 models. No direct injection carbon issues. Timing chain that never needs replacement. Last year I had a 2015 Mazda 6 Touring come through at 187,000 miles. Original engine, original transmission. Owner wanted a full inspection before a road trip. I found worn brake pads and a cabin air filter that looked like it had been in there since the Obama administration. That was it. The technical. The Skyactiv G 2.5-liter is a high-compression naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. 13:1 compression ratio, which is unusually high for a regular gasoline engine. Mazda pulled that off with their direct injection calibration and exhaust header design. The result is 184 horsepower and up to 40 miles per gallon on the highway. That combination of power and economy from a naturally aspirated motor is engineering most manufacturers gave up on in favor of turbos. It pairs with a 6-speed Skyactiv drive automatic, not a CVT, not a dual clutch, a conventional torque converter automatic with actual gears, or if you can find one, a 6-speed manual. Both transmissions are proven. Here's where the Mazda 6 separates itself. RepairPal rates it 4 out of 5, ranked 6th out of 24 midsize sedans. Average annual repair cost, $481. That's 30% below the segment average. Probability of a severe repair in any given year, 9% versus 12% for the average car. It visits the shop 0.4 times per year. The industry average is 0.7. iSeeCars lists the Mazda 6 as the longest-lasting Mazda ever built, with a statistical potential lifespan of 203,000 miles. And J.D. Power gave the 2017 model year in 84 out of 100 on quality and reliability. The Mazda 6 is the car Toyota would build if Toyota still cared about making sedans interesting. It's not perfect. The paint on these is thin, chips easily, and in salt belt states, rust can develop on the rocker panels and wheel arches faster than you'd expect from a car this well-engineered everywhere else. If you're in the Midwest or Northeast, get under the car with a flashlight before you buy. The infotainment touchscreen on some models develops ghost touch issues. The digitizer goes bad, usually in hot climates, and the screen starts registering phantom inputs. Mazda has a repair kit for it, and aftermarket replacements are around $200. Annoying, not catastrophic. The mass airflow sensor can get contaminated and throw codes or cause intermittent stalling. That's a $135 to $160 part and a 15-minute DIY job. The dollar damage. Here's the pricing reality. A 2015 Mazda 6 iSport starts around $9,000. A 2017 Grand Touring with leather, Bose audio, and the full safety suite sits between $14,000 and $18,000. That Grand Touring stickered at over $31,000 new. You're paying 40 to 50 cents on the dollar for a car that hasn't depreciated mechanically at all. And unlike the Fusion, the Mazda 6 holds its value better on the back end. iSeeCars data shows the Mazda 6 depreciates about 43% over 5 years, compared to almost 50% for the Fusion. So you lose less when it's time to sell. Who should buy this car? Buy the Mazda 6 if you want the best all-around sedan under $15,000. You care about how a car drives, not just how it gets from A to B. You're keeping it past 200,000 miles and you want the lowest possible annual maintenance bill. And you want a car that looks like it costs twice what you paid. Walk away if you need a roomy back seat. The Mazda 6 is tighter in the rear than a Camry or an Accord. Walk away if you live in a heavy salt state and can't find one without rust starting. And walk away if you need the latest infotainment. The pre-2018 system works, but it feels its age. Mechanics verdict. My verdict. The Mazda 6 is the single best value in the used sedan market right now. It drives better than cars at twice the price, costs less to maintain than almost anything in its class, and the engine will outlast your interest in owning it. 3 sedans. The Ford Fusion 2.5 for raw budget reliability. The Buick LaCrosse for full-size luxury at mid-size money. And the Mazda 6 for the best combination of driving feel, economy, and durability under $15,000. All 3 are sitting on lots right now being ignored by buyers who think they need a crossover. You now know more about what actually lasts in the sedan market than 90% of people walking into a dealership this weekend. You know which engines to target, which recalls to check, and which fluid test to run before you hand over $1. Now, if you liked what you heard about these 3, the next question is, what used cars should you avoid entirely? Because for every gold mine in this video, there are 3 money pits dealers are praying you don't research. I made a whole video ranking the ones that have cost my customers the most money. That's the one right here. It's the logical next step. Watch it before you set foot on a lot. That's 20 years of experience talking. Take it or leave it. I'll see you in the next one.